the news. The Midwest flood of '93 could easily spill over into spring of '94. That prediction comes from Stanley Changnan, principal scientist for the Illinois State Water Survey, who says that soil will be too saturated to withstand spring rains combined with melting snow. Changnan currently serves on a 15-member task force appointed by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration to study the flood. Judge Joe Billy McCade sentenced 2 drug dealers to federal prison yesterday for their roles in an interstate drug ring that supplied cocaine and marijuana to the area. 37-year-old Rodney Dawson and 37-year-old Mike Kelso will be serving time after pleading guilty to conspiracy to deliver cocaine charges. Their sentences of 8 years, 9 months for Dawson and 35 months for Kelso would have been longer had they not cooperated with authorities in investigating other drug ring members.
A government report has absolved the FBI and Attorney General Janet Reno of any wrongdoing in the tear gas assault on the Branch Davidian compound in Waco last April. The report states that cult leader David Koresh choreographed his own death and the deaths of most of his followers. Investigators found that Branch Davidian members murdered a number of children with gunshot wounds and knife blows to the head. A report also cites Koresh's attempts to barter the lives of children like pieces of silver. Peoria has many claims to fame, and it's possible that we could add to that list. The place where the AIDS treatment and maybe even vaccine were discovered. According to a Journal Star report, a Peoria-based laboratory biotechnology research and development corporation holds licensing rights to a treatment for AIDS and also human organ transplants from pigs, both of which are moving from the laboratory to clinical testing. If the treatments are successful commercially, it could mean a substantial amount of revenue for the Peoria-based corporation.
The Department of Children and Family Services has removed a 7-year-old Streeter boy and his brothers and sisters from their parents' custody. The boy suffered massive head injuries after falling 70 feet from a bridge. He has been upgraded from critical to fair condition at St. Francis after undergoing emergency brain surgery. The 4 children of Steve and Kimberly Bottoms have been temporarily removed from their custody and are staying with relatives pending further assessment by the DCFS. An old dump site that is eroding into Kickapoo Creek is causing a headache for the Environmental Protection Agency. A lot of the garbage is trapped along the banks of the creek, creating a possible health hazard. The dump site is located about 2 miles north of the Illinois River. A 1985 lawsuit involving the landowners of the dump was stalled for lack of prosecution and enforcement. Since the state doesn't have the money to pay for cleanup, the EPA is trying to get responsible parties to pay, according to an Environmental Protection Agency spokesman. And now, with another segment of sightings, here is the man, Scott Martin.
Well, thank you, Eileen. Well, today we're here with Mr. Doug Stubblefield, who in 1985 was abducted by aliens. Doug, tell us, what was it like being on board the alien ship?
It was huge. It was big. It was huge. All these lights. I mean, these things are huge. All these lights, all these buttons and stuff, and you know, it just seemed like a big stadium up in the sky. And they had all these weird-looking creatures. They're all green. They got these weird teeth that come out like that, and antennas, and about 8, 9, 10 eyes apiece. And they have all these weird rituals like mating rituals. And there's just a lot of ooze and mucus and stuff. And it was frightening.
Okay. Speaking of mating rituals, do they do any like sexual experiments on you or anything like that?
God, I hope not. My wife would be really upset.
But you don't remember any of your experience at all?
It's flash. I get flashbacks every now and then, and some of it I just don't remember. I blacked out several times.
But you
because you're going so fast. I mean, you're flying through space and you're going so fast. And,
I understand that. But you don't remember any, say, like medical experiments, or they're trying to find out like government information from you?
They took tests. I mean, you can't understand a word they say. It's all a very weird language. It's just like a lot of it like that. And they did a few blood tests on me and took some fingernail clippings and stuff like that.
So you believe that the aliens are hostile?
Well, they didn't actually beat me up. So I don't know. I mean, some of this stuff hurts. There's no local anesthesia on the ship, so.
Well, the big question is this. What is the intent of the aliens? Are they here to take over the world?
I think so. I believe so. So you see, they have these telepathic powers. They're right here on Earth, and you don't know it.
They are?
There's thousands of them here. And they have these telepathic powers. They block out your mind, so you think they're human. You don't see a regular alien, like I would see.
Uh-huh.
You see a human. See, but I devised these glasses. See these?
Uh-huh.
I devised these glasses. And with these, I can see an alien.
You can see through the
I can see through the telepathic waves. And
wow.
You've got one.
Well, that is truly amazing. Well, how long can the aliens keep this disguise?
Indefinitely, as long as they want. I mean, you can't, even if you kill them, you can't. I mean, they have these, even the blood looks red. That's how good the telepathic stuff is, this telepathic wave. It's green blood, really. I've seen it. It's gross. But even if you can cut them, you can stab them, you can cut their head off, it doesn't matter. They're not going to die.
I see. That is truly fascinating. But you also believe that there are zombies on Earth controlled by these aliens.
That's right. They're controlling these zombies, and these zombies, they're horrid things. I mean, you see them at night. They hang around bars usually, and they're staggering, and they talk in some language you can't. It's incoherent. You can't understand a word they say. But the zombies we can get. We can take care of the zombies. They can be killed. One good shot to the head, and they're gone.
I see. That's truly amazing. And you've also stated in interviews that you believe that there are vampires on Earth as well, being controlled by these same aliens.
Sure. Vampires all over the place. I mean, they're blood-sucking leeches. I mean, mostly they're like telemarketing, phone people, stuff like
and,
that.
And they only work at night, right?
They work at night. That's right. That's when you get the most calls anyway. So
Uh-huh.
stuff like that. I mean, and ad agencies and loan interest, all that stuff.
And so are you doing anything about the vampires? Are you warning people? Are you hunting them down?
I call people all day. I just go through the phone book and call them, and I warn people of all the things that are going on. Not too many people are real respondent to me, though. But
I see. And don't you have a book coming out telling everybody about your experiences?
that's right. I have a book coming out. It's called You're All Going to Die If You Don't Hurry Up and Kill These Monsters. And it's coming out in about a month. I'm pretty proud of it. Took weeks of preparation to get that book out, but it's a good one.
All right. Well, I'd just like to say that we're all behind you. We all support you in your drive to get rid of these evil aliens.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank my guest, Mr. Doug Stubblefield. And right now, back to the news.